Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel, the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stands. Look, I mean, it doesn't need much explaining, but I'll give them a little one anyway. It's James Redmond to my this side, and I've only got the one and only Mr. Doyle Mills, aka Freestyle DM, aka Doylad, below me. How are we, my brothers?
The guys!
Love that.
Very
You're
good.
in the robe.
The fame, lad.
Sexy little robe there, James, fella.
Yay! It's becoming a regular on all the streams, yeah? It's
Do you know who wears robes, mate? Kings. And that's why he's got
Kings
one on,
wear
buddy.
robes, my friend.
Exactly.
Needs to be gold.
Let us know in the comments.
I hope to see you in that, lad, after on Sunday.
Listen, it'll be.
With no clothes on underneath, probably.
Listen, yeah, the chest hairs that I haven't
Yeah,
got.
hopefully, lads. Hopefully, lads. Just screaming to the hills with a pint in his hand, go, yeah!
Just.
Yeah, exactly,
Superman business,
exactly
lad. Welcome back to Kop to Bottom, the Premier League preview show where we round up. We were going to do 5 games, but then the Villa-Everton game got cancelled. So we're only previewing 4 games for this weekend. One of them is, of course, that Liverpool United game, which we will be doing at the end. And then also, the last 10 minutes of the show, we're going to have a Liverpool-Man United Premier League quiz. And it's James versus Doyle on that one. Doyle 2-0 up on James's channel over me. So let's see how we get on with James and Doyle, test their Liverpool and United knowledge. If you are enjoying the show, of course, give it a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into this one, lads, then. So the first one we're going to look forward to now is the Southwest London derby. Everyone calls it the West London. They're both in Southwest London, to be honest.
They're both posh, lads. They're
both Tories. They're both posh. So let's get stuck into this one. Fulham versus Chelsea. I mean, not really a ferocious derby, James, but in terms of geography, they're only about 2 miles away from each other. There have been some decent games of this one down the years, but again, it's kind of one of those London derbies that you don't really look forward to as much as the others, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't really look at full. When you talk about the term derby, I don't look at like Fulham and Chelsea. Like when I turn that on the telly and I see them two playing, I don't look at that game and go, "Oh my God, it's a derby." That's on right now. Do you get what I mean? And either way, it's not a close derby. You know, you should be expecting to win this game. There's no doubt Chelsea not only should be getting, but need to be getting the 3 points. And it's one of them things where Fulham, they're in a weird little run of form, you know, and they take points off weird teams. And when I say weird teams, teams that they shouldn't take points off of. Us, Tottenham, literally just the other day. They've got some very tricky players. Cavallero, their striker, maybe I butchered his name. But that being said,
decent header.
He is phenomenal, mate. He is phenomenal for them. He's phenomenal in terms of
you reckon he's that good, James?
I don't think he's another level. I'm not saying he's world class, but I'm saying he's massive for them and he's massive to their team and he contributes a lot to Fulham. And if they stay up, he's going to be a big part of that. Do you get what I'm saying? And if there's anyone who can go and get Fulham a result in this game, it's him and Lookman. Them two players, and Loftus-Cheek. Oh no, Loftus-Cheek can't play though, which is massive.
Yes, that's huge. He is.
Loftus-Cheek can't play.
Tied.
Another player that I was going to say would have been massive for Fulham because he's arguably their best player in terms of getting the ball up the pitch, but he won't be able to play, which will be massive for Chelsea.
This is what I say, lad. I beg to differ on this game. Like, it is a derby, and Fulham have got something to prove always in this derby, lad. They always want to try and get something at Chelsea. They do, lad. So I feel like it's going to be a lot closer than we think it's going to be. Like what Jay's just said as well. They've been on a rich vein of form, lad. Let's look at and Chelsea are crap at the moment as well, lads.
Yeah.
That's it. 1 win in 5 for Chelsea, lads. And that was 4 games ago. They've lost 5 this season, 26 goal difference. And then we go right down to 18th. Fulham have lost 8 games, 5 draws in a row for Fulham. In Man City, in Liverpool, some huge games that they've got points out of.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I actually agree with Doyle there. To be fair, we're in this kind of run of form. It's got a draw written all over it, to be honest, especially Chelsea away. Haven't played well away from home this season. And Fulham been strong there. And like both of you have said, they do have players and they do have stuff to prove. So It could be a close one there. Let us know in the comments. Joe Brady says, first of all, he's got a tenner on Doyle to win. Not backing James, unfortunately.
I don't get, listen.
You like being the underdog.
I'll take that tenner. I'll take that tenner. That's all right, my mates. I'll take it.
Yeah, no worries. Put it towards a little, Fulham 1, Chelsea 1, says Joe Brady. I'm actually going for something similar, lad. I mean, 1-0, that sounds about right, James, do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think a draw's fair based on the game itself, but I'm going to be spicy. I'm going to be interested, and I'm going to say Fulham 2, Chelsea 1.
Ooh, okay, very interesting. Haroon says it's going to be 1-0. James predicting a 2-1 win for the home team. Good stuff. We'd like to see that. Chelsea obviously a lot closer to us than Fulham. Leicester versus Southampton. I'm really looking forward to this game because you've got two strikers who are banging form. Two teams really that are banging form. If we look at the table right near each other, Leicester won in their last game, 2 wins in 5, 2 losses there. A little bit inconsistent, to be fair. Whereas Southampton did win the last game, and Danny Ings is on fire. 7th versus 4th in this one. How do we see it playing out, James?
It's a good game. It's a good one for the neutral. Yeah. This is one that I'm going to try and tune in for the simple fact that I feel like both teams are. When you play them, you kind of look at them as the category below the top 6. I feel like Leicester and Southampton have got themselves into that position. That's, the usual big 6, as you call it. They're the teams just outside that. And they've got some very tricky players along with that. They've got Jamie Vardy for Leicester, James Maddison, NDD, of course. I mean, Fofana's been amazing since he came to that club. Really, really sorted out their backline with the fact Soyuncu has missed a good majority of the season as well. As for Southampton, very, very similar in many aspects. That a phenomenal English striker in Danny Ings, other fantastic players in and around that squad. I know when they played us, they had a few injuries. I don't know where the stance are now. People like Vestergaard was out, Nathan Redmond was out. These are people who are massive for them. So if they are out, especially Vestergaard, then I do probably lean more towards Leicester to win this game for sure. With the players that I've just mentioned, and the two in particular, Maddison and Vardy.
Maddison and Vardy, a brilliant partnership, Doyle. But Leicester have been prone to slip up at home this season. Definitely, they've lost a few games. So is this as easy to call as normal?
This is a Brendan Rodgers team. They play great football sometimes, but then they also flap in big moments, lad. This is one of them games that's going to be an attacking game of football. That's why I'm looking forward to it, because both teams want to play footy. So it's going to be loads of space, loads of goals, loads of attacking football. That's what I see for this game, basically. I feel like Leicester are going to have the edge being at home. That's about it, really. Be a win based on that. That's the way I see this game going.
The two English strikers on show, Vardy and Ings, obviously at different stages of their careers. But if there's any two players that are going to bag in this game, it's got to be those, James.
Vardy.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like I said before about Ings and Vardy, them two are probably, for me, not the most exciting in the league, but in terms of when they're through one-on-one, there's not many I put above them in the league in terms of who I'd rate to finish that chance more. They're fantastic. Honestly, they're fantastic, mate. They're fantastic, the pair of them. Imagine them two together for England.
You're taking
the piss. You're taking the piss, mate. I think goals. I'm going to say 2-2, because like you mentioned there, Alex, Leicester have been in a bit of a weird run of form recently in terms of the home form. They've had a few losses at moments. Doyle mentioned it as well, Brendan Rodgers. When it gets to a bigger game, it can kind of get to him and his lads a bit. So, and this is a must-win for Leicester. So even though I don't think they're going to they've got more than enough quality to not lose, I don't think they'll win. So I'll say 2-2. And Ings and Vardy will be one of the scorers of them 2 goals for each team.
Agreed.
Yeah, Haroon agrees with James there, says minimum score of 2-2. Lawrence Road Looney says Ings still a scouser in my eyes. Love the kid. We could have used him now. Shouldn't have sold him. I said that earlier on in the season.
I said it, mate. I said when we
lads, there's a knock at the door. Talk amongst yourselves.
Of course, my mate.
So you could stick Ings at centre-back and he'd still be boss, lad, by the looks of things. You know what I mean?
No. Do you know what, though, lad? Do you know when Danny Ings joins Liverpool? Like, I had just this feeling of, like, he is going to be boss. Like, he is going to be amazing. Not only for us, but just the league's going to see it. And when he didn't get that chance because of his injuries, I was devastated, because when you actually seen him come back and get a consistent run of games for Southampton, he was the striker that I just kind of thought we were getting. He's got everything in the locker, Danny Ings. And
I just had a bad injury, lad.
If there was
the
one
stars
striker,
just didn't align when it came to Liverpool.
If there was one striker I could sign for Liverpool right now, it's Danny Ings.
Really?
Besides Lewandowski and Haaland and all that, you know what I mean? But like someone who's realistic, someone who's there in it, like one striker, Danny Ings, man, what a player! And 20 million for Southampton is fantastic price. They got
great
a business.
We thought it was a rip-off at the time, but they got a great deal there. Master Channing, I love James and Alex and Dill. And you can't claim that, Doyle, because they've spelled it wrong, so it's not you, mate. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Right, score predictions. James 2-2. Doyle, what was it? 1-0 for Leicester?
2-2, lads.
2-2. Sorry,
Alex. I'll be back now.
No worries. You do your thing, brother. I'm going to go 3-2 Leicester, you know. I think this is the kind of game where if Danny Ings scores 1, he could easily get 2. He's shown that in the Premier League this season. He's a confidence man. His run of form is astonishing this season. We've said that. But Vardy and Leicester, I think, if you add up, to be fair, we're talking about it like Southampton haven't just beat us, bro. And they completely outplayed us in that game with Ward-Prowse. He was brilliant. I think Ward-Prowse and Ings and Maddison and Vardy, whoever plays well, the best out of those two pairs will win the game. But I'm going to go Leicester just to nick it at 3-2.
When they play those, we're still on a moody game rain form. Yeah, we're still playing a bit moody, you know what I mean?
Very. Next game, we're looking at Manchester City versus Palace. Now, if we can cast our minds back to a couple of seasons ago, who remembers when, who was it now? Townsend absolutely rocketed it at the Etihad, top bins, and Palace won that game. In terms of the form, Palace in 13th, 1 win in 5, a win and a draw in the last 3, whereas City have now won 4 in a row. Can there be a potential? We've seen an upset here before, but will there be another one, James, or is this a home win?
I'm not going to lie to you, my mate. I see, obviously, nothing but a Man City win. I'm not going to give away my prediction just yet, but I do see Man City winning this game. They're at home. They've been on fire. They haven't lost in however many games. Yeah. They've got players on form. Phil Foden looks fantastic for them, mate. So if he starts this game, I rate him to go and get a chance because I really do rate him super, super highly. I saw their squad depth against Brighton as well, mate, and it's different level. It's different level to everyone else in this league, mate. And when you talk about Palace, they've got a lot of threats themselves. They played very, very well against Arsenal yesterday, in my opinion, and fact should have got the win. Had some good chances in that game. Christian Benteke has been showing quite a bit more form this season. He even nearly scored yesterday. But even with their defence, Man City, I just don't see Crystal Palace being able to break it down. The only way I see them getting a goal is a set piece, and I just don't see them having much of the possession to be able to get them set pieces. So I see City winning this game comfortably. I'm going to say 3. I'm probably going to say 4-0 City, to be fair, without trying to disrespect Palace.
We beat Palace 7-0, boys. You know what I mean? Like,
they're still good, though. They're still good.
Yeah, they're still good.
7-0, but they're still very good.
I'm not saying that they're not good, but what I'm saying is if we can beat them 7-0 whilst we're not on a great vein of form, lad, City can beat them a good score as well, lad, while they're on a very rich vein of form, lads. You know what I mean? So I agree with Jay, lad. 3-0.
The only thing that I could possibly see City coming unstuck with is Zaha versus Zinchenko on that side. I do think Zaha has the potential to rip him to shreds,
temperamental, though, lad. He's one of them players that's either he's a moaner or he's great.
Hey, Alex, let me tell you something about Zinchenko. His performances has gone since what's his name? Diaz came into the club. Ruben Diaz, ever since he's came in, it's probably not to the level, but it's very, very close to the effect that Van Dijk had on us. And that's with no Laporte. And people cannot admit that, but he's been fantastic. You look at their defensive record, it's different. He's elevated the performance of John Stones. That speaks of everything of what Van Dijk did when he came here. He stopped the goals from going in. He elevated everyone around him, even made the fullbacks better. That's what Ruben Diaz does to them, to people like Zinchenko, who you've just mentioned. So even though that's a very good point, and Zaha can cause problems against any player in that league, including Ruben Diaz, I just don't see it happening, mate. I don't see them being able to get past Man City, like I said, unless it's a set piece.
I'm going 3-1 City on this one. I think a home win is en route. Channing, big up to you. Cop bins are sick. Love that. We love that. That came out last night, guys. If you haven't watched it already, head to the channel after this and watch Cop bins. Loads more coming. Big up the United Daily, because first of all, he says, we're coming for you, lads. But then he says, like the video rapid. So how can I be mad? He's told everyone to like the video. Come on, man.
Smash the like.
Lad, by May, you'll be back fighting for 4th and losing Europa League. I think he's talking to United Daily. So there's a bit of banter going on in the old comments. Adrian still plays for us, unfortunately, yeah. Eric Shun says 2-2. This is a draw. Love that. Let's quickly move on to this one then before we get into the quiz. Liverpool Man United. It feels like the build-up for this one has been about 3 weeks, lads. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, of course, because we haven't played in ages.
So I know, but even still, like, it feels like we've been talking about this forever. Yeah, I know, mate.
It's because everyone's been playing as well, and we haven't.
It's also because we've been poor. And Man United have obviously been really good, so they're reminding us that they're at the moment on form better than us, and they're going into this game in better form than us, which is giving them confidence, and rightly so, the top of the league. If you're ever going to come into a game confident against Liverpool at Anfield, it should be this one. Do you get what I'm saying? We've had the worst start to a season in God knows how long. We're in bad form in the season that we've had, and it's just one of them things, but we've got injuries. It looks like Henderson's going to play centre-back. Matip doesn't look like he's going to be available for the game from what Klopp said in his press conference. There's just a lot of things going against us. Hopefully these two absolutely gorgeous specimens of human beings can turn up. You know what I'm saying, boys? Mini Mane and Mini Mo. Mini Mane and Mini Mo. But they'll be there for Anfield. But listen to me. It's not the defence. People seem to forget that our biggest problem right now is not defending. It's offensive football. It's offensively. And it's one, by the way, Alex, just to let you know, I can go an extra 5-10 minutes just in case you're tight for schedule. But no, Mo and Mane, they need to be on fire. They need to not be selfish. They need to be the same old fiery, fluid self that they've been over the past couple of seasons. And if they are, because they've still been getting the chances, they've still been finding the little space and the little pockets to be able to get a chance away. They just haven't been getting them away. That's going to be the difference for this game for me. We're going to play the better football. We're going to have the more possession. Look at the games that we dropped points in. Southampton, 70% possession. Now, possession does not win you football matches, but we also had 17 shots to their 6. It's just because they took their chances and we never. And we did play poor. I'm not trying to dispute that either, but we're still playing better than the opposition we're playing. Why? Because we're a better team. And nothing changes here. Man United are better, but if anything, it comes into our favour more with the fact they're not a bottom 6 team. And even though they will go defensive, it won't just be a mad bank of 4. They're going to at least get players forwards and try and create something. They've got to. You're right.
Over the years, when Mourinho's come there, he's been so badly criticised for not even trying to attempt to attack. And obviously, he got sacked. The last game for United was against us, where Shaq attacked the Manx. Part 1. Shaq attacked the Manx. There's got to be a chant in there or a song in there somewhere. Bloody hell! But Doyle, I've got him as the thumbnail picture today. I mean, we said on James's show last night that between us, we don't think he'd start outweighing everything and thinking of all the situations. But like we also said on James's stream last night, Doyle, if he gets 25 minutes to come on, he can change a game.
That's what he's there for, lad. He's one of them type of players. I said it in last night in James's stream. He's one of them type of players that comes on when a game is stale and you need a creative player to just do something. The whole point is we have Thiago in that midfield to start. If he can't create anything during that game, therefore bring Shaq on, because then we've got 2 sources of creativity. We just need to make sure, lad, that this game is a game in Anfield, if that makes sense. When we play in Anfield, we rise to the occasion, especially when it's a top 6 side as well, lad. So, just like Tottenham, I hope we play a good game and we come out with the results, even if we have to grind it out. I hope we need to come out with the results. Absolutely, literally have to win this game.
I said it on James' stream last night. We're going to win the game 3-1. Haroon agrees with me. United Daily says 2-0 to United. And let's get into some more comments. Laurie Road Looney says, get me on Combids. One day, maybe. I was on James's stream, and James and KV are my favourite YouTubers. Love that. Brilliant stuff. Cameron says, easy 3-0 win for us. Would love to shut up those United fan channels. That's what we'll be doing. I want the same energy. Every United channel that's tagged us in shit, like rants. And these kind of guys, they need to be humbled. They need to be humbled now.
I've already scheduled to go on to Rance's YouTube channel when the game finishes after
Love that.
and after. You know what I'm saying? So
lad,
he's getting the smoke. You know he's getting the smoke. Lad, you don't even have to ask. Please. Doyle, listen, mate.
I will be tuning the fuck into that, lad. I swear.
The AK-47, the AK-47's ready, my mate. It's in there and it's locked and loaded.
I'll be like this, lad.
I've just got to wait till the guard puts on and then
Just give him the Doylad.
Just give him the Doylad.
Just give him
that. By the way, that's an inside joke. People will not tell him Rance to give anyone dog. Right, carry on.
I want to get Saeed. Hopefully, hopefully we win. Hopefully, James can come on here for 5 minutes before he goes on to rant, so we can give him the insults that he needs. But hopefully, I'm going to get Saeed onto ours as well as soon as that game is finished as well. So he could be in the firing line. Love that. Haroon says Manx to be knocked out by Rangers. Imagine the scenes in the Europa League. Oh my! Lads. Imagine the scenes.
Just see Gerrard just walking down the fucking touchline, lad. Like what?
Wait, is Man United playing Rangers?
No, but they were saying, imagine if they get drawn together and knock them out.
Hey, I bet you any if they play, I reckon Rangers would have a good go at them.
Yeah,
I really do.
Morelos giving it this.
No, do you know how good Rangers are? Like,
I know.
No views, like, sort of, like, how good they are.
Seen.
Like
some of the best numbers in Europe right now.
They've lost none,
Zero.
in Europe.
None, lads?
Not even in the Europa League.
Steven Gerrard, bro.
They've not even lost in the Europa League, and they've got Benfica in their group stage.
Gerrard.
That's mad, bro. They'll win that. Right, Salah owes us a good game. Has been poor in the last few. Congrats, AGT and Doyle on the last video. It was superb. And James Redmond, obviously smashing the numbers. Keep it up, lads. Yes, we love all this love coming through. Let's get through a few more, and then we're going to get into the Liverpool Man United quiz. James versus Doyle. Mitchell says, That's
what we all wanted. That's what we want Jay to do on the 17th.
That's what I want. I want us to
just do 2 shots and then a knockout blow. Just a 2-shot knockout blow, my mate. It's going to be me hitting Rance, him hitting the floor, and the fucking ambulance hitting 100 to get him to the Aussie.
That's it, my mate. That is it, my mate.
Rance is going to smoke a fat cigar after the 90. We love that. Hey, guys. Good on you. Love Kop TV. Love that. Right, now, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the official Kop TV Liverpool versus Manchester United quiz. Who has got the knowledge on deck? Is it Doyle? Is it James? There's 10 questions. Let us know in the comments right now if you think James is going to win, or is Doyle going to take this home. Doyle been beating me on James's channel recently. Shannon says, James, come on, Kop Bins. Do not worry, my sir. That is en route. As soon as it can happen, it's going to happen. Don't worry about that. Right. And we will speak about Militao very briefly at the end. Could we sign him? Yes, we absolutely should. Would love to shut up Terry from the Football Terrace. Absolutely. Please. On that one. United Daily says Doyle's going to win. Joe Brady says, Doyle, don't let me down. I've got a tenner on you. I'm betting.
Nice one, lad. Nice one. I'll do my best for you, bro. I'll do my best.
Listen, you're underestimating. Yes, there we go. Redmond's 100%. You know the dance. There we go. Now I've got my supporters. Right. Let's get this underway, Alex.
Now we've got the hype there ready. All right. The first question is.
Wait there before we start, Doyle, I want a face off.
Yeah, in each other's faces, please. I'll be the ref. Bit stoned, but. Oh, Doyle's lost the face off. He's laughed first. He's made the funny face. But look, James, please win. James to bottle it.
What? You cheeky bastard.
James, please. Doyle is favourite because he's won
worry, people. Right. I'm going to smash it. I'm going to smash it for you.
Look, please share the stream. Let's get loads of guys on this as we ask the first question. Sorry. Who has made more appearances for their respective team in this fixture across all competitions? I'm going to give you 4 options. Is it Paul Scholes? Is it Ryan Giggs? Is it Steven Gerrard? Or is it Carey? Going to give you a few seconds to think about it.
I've done it.
I've done it.
All right, show your things there, please.
Giggs.
Cara is James's answer. So in this one, Carragher made 33 appearances, but Ryan Giggs made 48. So
I don't watch Man United, you see.
Yeah, well, Doyle has been. Doyle takes
Ryan Giggs is one of the oldest serving football players ever, J lad. He played football for the longest period ever, lad. There's no doubt that he would be in that fixture more than anybody else.
Alex? I'm not even too young for that. I knew Giggs played a lot. It's just I assumed it might have been Carey.
Listen, good answers though. Who has the better head-to-head record in the Premier League? Is it us or them?
Oh, I knew this question was coming, and I actually don't know this one, lad. This is
Horrible.
heavy.
James is going for them. Doyle.
I go for them as well, lad, and I don't want to write
Right.
down on my fucking paper, lad.
The answer is
Yeah,
Manchester United. They have 28 wins. Liverpool have 14. Whatever. Let's get on to the next question.
Oh my God.
This means we have to fucking win. Please, Sunday.
Yeah, lad, that's heavy, darling.
We need to start getting some balance here. Heavy. Who disliked this video? Own up. If it's a United fan, get out. Get out. If it's not for you, get out. Shannon says United. Yes, it was the correct answer. Right. Who has scored the most goals in this fixture? Is it A, Steven Gerrard? Or is it B, another Scouser, Wayne Rooney?
Nah.
So let's see your answers then, lads. Gerrard from James. What have we got from Doyle?
Gerrard.
And he's gone for Rooney. Ooh. Right. The answer is Wayne Rooney scored 6 times in this fixture, but Gerrard scored 9 times in this fixture.
Steve Gerrard is our captain. Steve Gerrard is a red. Steve Gerrard plays for Liverpool. Scouser, born and bred. Eat that one, Doyle.
I'm all right, lad. I can lose to that one, lad. That's fine. That's fine.
So is that
Gerrard.
Is that 2-2?
That's 2-2, Jay. That's
2-2, yeah.
lads.
2-2. The next question. Which of these 4 players is the only one not to have played for both clubs? Nigel Clough, Michael Owen, Paul Ince, or Peter Beardsley? So I'll read it again for you. The only 4 players. So which of these 4 players has not played for both? It's Clough, it's Owen, it's Ince, and it's Beardsley. James, your answer? Nigel Clough, Doyle? Peter Beardsley. I can reveal that the answer is Nigel Clough.
So am I right?
Yes.
Yeah! Yes! Hey, whoever bets on me, you know there's a good bit of money to put on. You know the dance. That's 3-2.
James leading to bottle it, but then that was before he just got that one right, so he's not bottling it anymore. Clough, United Daily, get the likes up is right. Everyone on the stream watching right now should be pressing that like button. We've got a great quiz here. Show us some respect. Yeah,
big up my man like Nigel. Come on, bro.
Next fucking question. Hey.
Oh my days. Right. Who has had the most penalties awarded to them in this fixture in the Premier League era?
Oh.
This is a controversial question, you know, with the chat that's been going on recently. United Daily saying,
right, I'm done.
Let's see. Show me. Manchester, Penchester, and LFC Doyle goes for. I can reveal the answer is United had 5 penalties in this fixture, but Liverpool had 6. Doyle wins.
Fact.
This point.
I keep it quiet.
Hussein gets the answer right. Obviously, United bribing the refs from early. It's actually us. And if you'll remember,
we got 3 games, lad. We got 3 pens in one game. And
in one game, yes.
Them and hit the post on
Yes. Congrats. That's great knowledge. Love that, Doyle. We won that game 3-0. The next question is, which player, this is quite an easy one, was the higher transfer fee? Was it Van Dijk or Maguire?
Me is done.
Yeah, let's see your answers then, the firm. Maguire. And Doyle. Maguire as well. Of course, that's right. Maguire, 80 mil. Van Dijk, 75.
Alex, I know that Doyle probably would have got that one right anyway. Next time, though, wait till Doyle shows his.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're right. Like I said, James, to bottle it, says Hussein. Theo says...
Listen, Hussein, you're making a big mistake, but it's absolutely fine. I'm still in the lead, aren't I?
Yes, 3-2.
No, it's not. It's 3-3.
No, hang on. It's 3-3. Sorry, it's 3-3. We're on the seventh question now, so it's all to play for. Right. Who has the most major honours to their name? Is it Liverpool or Manchester United? Let's have a look then, the firm. Liverpool, Man United, James is going for. I can reveal. It's Liverpool with 2 more trophies and major honours than Manchester United. 45-43. Love that. Well, there's some that say 48-43. There's others that say 47-45.
I'm not going to lie. I actually saw this question
but it's
the other
Liverpool
day.
every time.
I saw this question the other day. I thought it said Man United for me. That's mad.
Nah,
when we got the Premier League and the Champions League, that's when it bulked us up, lad.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Bulked us. Liverpool. Do you know what, lads? I just had this moment where I can't wait to be in the fucking stadium singing with all you lot. Oh my God. Singing all this Liverpool chants today has got me in the mood to just be in the stadium and
I always listen to that Jamie, what's his name? Jamie Webster's album, lad. And Virgil van Dijk songs.
Razor glass to this.
Jay, what are you doing there, lad? Are you looking up fucking stats there, kid?
The last question, yeah.
Hey.
I need to double check that.
Yeah, it's 48-46. Some say 47-45. Whatever way you look at that, it's Liverpool ahead. Whatever way. So it doesn't really matter, to be fair.
Manchester United leads in terms of total trophies, won with 66 to Liverpool's 64.
Major honours, though, we're talking about.
Fucking bastard.
Major honours.
You got me with the speech. Go ahead.
Major honours. Right, next question is... Wow. Who has kept more clean sheets in this fixture? Is it A, Simon Mignolet, or is it B, David De Gea? And it's closer than you think. I'll give you that. It's very close. James looking to VAR for help there, says Theo.
Shit. Yeah, I had to. I knew I was right that Man United has won more than Sutton than us because I knew we never had more trophies in general than them. But if it's major honours, then up there.
Answers De Gea and De Gea. I can reveal that Mignolet had 5 clean sheets, but De Gea had 6. So there's only 1 in it. Right. How about this question?
That is pretty close, like.
It's very close, to be fair. There was a lot of 0-0s, man, in those years that Mignolet was there, to be fair, at Anfield. Right, the 9th question, still 3-3 or 4-4. Wait, what's the score now?
5-4 to me.
5-4 to Doyle.
But I'm not going to lie, I'm all right with losing that question now because I still feel like I sort of got that right.
Yeah. All right, who has the better head-to-head record on the European stage? Liverpool or Manchester United? When they've met in Europe. Yes.
Okay, done.
Reveal.
I actually don't even know this one.
Both gone for Liverpool. I can reveal that is both the correct answer. We've only met once in European competitions and we won the first leg. Yes, in Europa League
once.
2016.
And we fucking smoked them.
I
remember Coutinho done that naughty little run down the left, lad,
and
then
chipped
just
it
over the head.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I remember that, lad. That was wonderful, lad.
Right, the last question. Which player has scored the most goals across all competitions this season? And to be fair, this quiz came out at the start of January. So just imagine that we're in January 2020, okay? The answers are potentially Rashford, Martial, Salah or Mane. I'll repeat the question. Which player has scored the most goals across all competitions this season? So we're going from the 19 to 20 season, not 2020 to 2021. And at the time of this quiz was made, it was January the 18th. So it's basically a year old, this quiz. So just take yourself back a year. Which player scored the most goals across all comps so far? And that time is January 2020. So up to then.
Out of both teams.
It looks like I'm looking up something I'm not, by the way.
Rashford, Martial, Salah or Mane? Which one was it?
Just so it doesn't look like I'm cheating because I know I was looking at my screen.
Right. Answers? You're both wrong. It was Rashford.
Bastard.
I won then, lads.
Doyle won.
Which means Doyle wins. Round of applause for Doyle. Joe Brady can go and cash in that money at Better 365.
There you go, Joe, lads. Just for you, that kid.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna accept that loss. You know, I'm gonna be who am I gonna be? Who's that salty fuck in UFC right now? Tony Ferguson after this last fight because he was salty, mate. So I'm gonna be salty. The one question I got wrong, it was because of the speech used. It weren't because of the facts.
Mate, listen, it hurts, doesn't it? I've been there on your channel many times. It hurts.
Yours is because of stupid knowledge, though, Alex. Mine's
Oh!
because the speech that you used. Doyle's undefeated, though. He's the Khabib. He's the Khabib of the YouTube quizzes.
Hey,
he's the Khabib.
Unbelievable. Where is the bottle job?
Nah, but boys, I have got to shoot.
But James, my brother, anyway. We love you. And if we don't speak beforehand, we're going to win this, mate, on Sunday. Don't you worry about it. And I'll see you on Sunday.
Bring that robe on Sunday, lads. Bring that robe on Sunday.
Doyle, it's your
I want to see you in there, lad. Just don't.
Quick prediction before you go, James. Quick prediction.
2-1 to Liverpool. 2-1.
Same. Off you go, brother. Off you go. Much love. We'll see him on Sunday on the fan cams. Do not worry about that. David says, congrats, Doyle. Theo laughing. We just need Alex versus James now. I think that's a good question. So Doyle, when he starts up his YouTube channel, starts uploading, the first video will be a Liverpool quiz, me versus James. Surely. Makes so much sense.
It has to be, doesn't it?
That's not the question, though, James. No one cares if it's not a major honour. It's a good shout. And there you go. That is Kop to Bottom for another week. We've previewed all the big games to come at the weekend, including the big one on Sunday, which actually is my birthday as well. So hopefully it's going to be a good one on Sunday. I pray, to be honest, that my whole day and my year ahead depends on it. So really, really hoping that we can win that one. Right, Doyle, thanks very much for coming on, brother. Hussein, to answer your question, Militao, it's a unanimous kind of yes, please from us, but will the club do it? That's the question that you need to be asking. Right, lads, I will see you. So if you haven't watched Kop Bins, go and watch that. But until then, see you on Sunday after the game.
Come on, Redmond.
Come on, lads! Come on! Come on! Get in there.